Hi, I'm Patrick Asbro with the Mojo Moment. Today, we're going to dissect the billionaire's brain and dive into how we can find ways to increase our own wealth. Are billionaires unusual creatures that are born different from the rest of us? Maybe, maybe not. Really doesn't matter. What is important, however, is that billionaires have a different approach to the world and that we can all learn from. People that get different results because they do things differently. And they do things differently because they think differently. You might not be cut out to be a billionaire, but you can be much more financially successful than you've ever dreamed possible. Maybe all you need to do is start thinking like a billionaire. Billionaires have a long-term perspective. They take the long view. Most people are focused on just making it through another week or even just planning their weekend. It's a short-term perspective. A billionaire, however, is making decisions and taking action for objectives that may be 10 years in the future. A regular everyday person like myself may have to scramble to survive in the short term, but there's no reason why we can't spend some of our time working towards something that will make our life better 5 years from now. However, very few people do that kind of planning. Billionaires value time over money. For a billionaire, money isn't a thing anymore. Buying a $200,000 car is irrelevant when you make $10 million a month. Billionaires value time. That's why they often have drivers, chartered jet planes, and have personal assistants. Man, I could use a personal assistant right now. On the other hand, many of us are willing to sacrifice too much time in order to save money. Sometimes this is necessary, but many people take it too far. As much as possible, use your time for a higher purpose. It's a crazy world right now, and oftentimes we're standing on shaky ground. But when you do get a moment and catch your breath, create a plan. Why? Because fortune favors the prepared. Billionaires delegate. You can't make $1 billion all on your own. Many entrepreneurs struggle to grow beyond a certain level, and it's because they try to do it all themselves. It's often because they won't utilize other people to do the work. It's better to make 1% from the efforts of 1,000 people than to make 100% from just your own efforts. Delegate as much as you can. Always be looking for more valuable ways to spend your time. Why? Because time is money. Billionaires focus on making more money rather than saving. The typical financial guru recommends cutting expenses to the bone and saving as much as possible. Okay, I get that. That's fine if you want to sacrifice today to be wealthy in 40 years when you retire, if we make it there? However, it's difficult to save a lot of money each month unless you make a lot of money each month. Many billionaires are relatively tight with their cash, but they focus on making more and more money each year. Save your money, but put your attention toward boosting your income. Billionaires have big goals. Billionaires aren't aiming for a six-figure salary, a Challenger, or a week in Bora Bora. Their goals are more along the lines of taking over telecommunications industry or owning 1 million acres of prime farmland. You can't achieve big things without big goals. Most billionaires like to work more than anything else. Some people look at billionaires and go, "What's wrong with those guys? Don't they already have more money than God? Why don't they travel, spend time with friends, and learn to play the keyboard?" I tell you, I could find something better to do than just work if I were wealthy. What most people fail to realize is that really successful people love their work. That's part of the reason that they're so successful. They have found a type of work that suits them, and we can talk about that in another video. A billionaire isn't always obsessed with the idea of stockpiling more money. They just enjoy seeing improvement and progress in their life more than they enjoy doing anything else. How does your way of thinking compare to that of a billionaire mindset? Which of the ideas we've just discussed can you incorporate into your own life and into your own thinking? You don't have to be worth $1 billion to think like a billionaire. And thinking like one can prove to be quite lucrative. Start with a plan, short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. Cut out unnecessary expenses. Find a way to move up the ladder at work or start a side hustle. We may not make $1 billion in our lifetime. However, we can increase our wealth by changing the way we think about money. If you like my videos, please smash that subscribe button. And if you want to see more of these videos, fresh baked and delivered steaming hot, hit the bell and you'll be notified when there's a new post. Until next time, I want to thank you for being here and remind you, be kind to each other.